Hey, Barry here. Saturday looks nice, but it's still effing cold. I'm gonna do my little work tomorrow outside. But today I've got basically a 2 by 3 by 20 sweet spot workout, or the equivalent of. But what I want to go over is this pre-ride core and mobility that I do every ride. And this is the stuff I do from home, but then I also do it from at the gym. So let's take a look. Okay, so now what the first thing we're going to do is, normally I would do some rolling and some trigger point work, but that's your call if you want to do that or not. But what I do is I start out simply doing a couple stretches, 3 stretch movements. One is basically stretching out your quads at the same time, rolling up forward and stretching out your hip flexors. If you ride a lot on a trainer, your this side of your hips and stuff, if you don't have like a rocker plate, it's pretty stressful. That's the stop point, you know what I mean? So you got to be really good at your position, I think, if you do time on a trainer, especially if you do FTP or, like hard pedaling work. But anyways, you stretch that out, right? And then we're going to come back from that, and then we kind of go into like the traditional IT band stretch, right? And then I go forward into a single kind of a stretch also on my hip flexor area, all right? From there, we come out of that, and then we simply do, a standing, just a pivot though, like not slumped over. You want to actually pivot, and I'll go through that with you at the hips, straight down, to stretch out your back of your hamstrings, okay? From there, what we go to is, then we go to sit-ups. That's Mauser behind us. We go to sit-ups, and then after sit-ups, what we'll do is we'll do 3 sets of 20 sit-ups. Just simple, man, on the floor, bent knee sit-ups with your feet hooked up underneath your bed. Hell, you don't gotta go to the gym for that, right? Move on from there, and we do 3 sets of 20 back raises, okay? Same gig, which I'll go through with you. And then last, I add one more exercise, like I said, are neck raises, because I'm hanging this 20-pound bowling ball out over my head. I ride with a pretty forward position. Even if I try to sit back and relax, I still end up with most of the muscles in my upper neck, my back, holding up my gourd. So, and it's a tough area around the C6, 7, T1 area, but I'm a lot better than I used to be, thanks to doing this. So let's get going. Okay, so let's see what I have as far as equipment, and it's really effing simple. You can invest in one other tool, but it's all done very quickly and very simple. So I'll go over it with you right now and show you what I do. Do some deep tissue work sometimes on my back. I generally roll for a good 5 or 10 minutes, both of those two, seeing if I could get some of them knots out. So, okay, Mauser's really trying to get in his video, so if he comes in, who cares? Got a basic gaming mat. I do have a Theragun set up. I don't use it too much, but I'll use it on my neck mainly. That crazy device is really awesome about finding spots, but you got to get used to the pain of doing that, but it feels really good. If you turn off like all the sound and you have not a lot of outward sound coming in, you can actually hear fascia and stuff like that where it's starting to crack and kind of break up tight spots, probably, not really watered up areas, roller, simple. I do have a lacrosse ball that I stole from the lacrosse field next door, but that fucking thing hurts too much. I do use one of these. I do use a Stamina for my lower back. I think I paid like $60 for this thing, but you can get them on eBay, and that's huge. So if you do that with sit-ups, and then one last thing I do, which is I have one of those neck style machines, chains, head things, and I do that solely because I just want to make sure that I'm getting my upper neck done. I had an injury in motocross way back when, and basically having an 8-pound bowling ball hanging over your handlebars is kind of stressful. Okay, this is the first position right here. Relax. Try to find a spot that your cord pivots at, like it stays up, and like you shouldn't feel any stretching in your lower back. All you really should feel is it in your quads, right? And you're just kind of sitting. You put a pillow under your feet if it bugs you that bad, but you basically just hold this position for a count of 20 seconds, okay? From here, then you're just gonna go forward like this, making sure that I'm on the screen, okay? And then all you're gonna do is you're gonna hold this position, get as much stretch out of it as you can, and you know, your legs, like I said, are straight like that, out, right? And then you're stretching out, right? Relax, do a count of 20, and then pivot over maybe a little, stretch out that maybe 10 seconds here, and maybe 10 seconds here, okay? And you're gonna do 3 of these also, just like I just did. Okay? Then you come back up to here, and you do another rep. Okay, so you do 3 reps, or three sets, I'm sorry, of that movement. Okay, next move, both sides. You're gonna go, you know, with your leg over in this direction, like you're stretching out your IT band, okay? Straight hips, right? And then all you're gonna do is you're gonna lower yourself basically as low as you can. I like to roll a little bit on my glute. I try to stretch my glute out, I really, you know, more. And I try to find where it's tight. I'll hold that for 20 seconds from here. And I'll come back up and I'll do a count of 10 right here, pushing up from the floor, arching my back up and stretching this side out, okay? So I'll do, and then what I'll do is I'll do 3 sets of holding it 2 minutes, 10 seconds. I'm sorry, holding it 20 seconds, then doing this position for 10 seconds, okay? So 3 of that, all right? Then I'm gonna switch legs. And I'm gonna do the same program, okay? I'm gonna do down here for 20 seconds, up here for 10 seconds. Get as much stretch as you can, okay? And you're gonna do 3 of those as a set. Okay, the last thing you gotta do is you wanna get your body relaxed straight like that, okay? And then you simply wanna basically just pivot at the hip here, okay? And try to just keep this lower part of your body as relaxed and as straight as you can, right? And then you just simply fold at the hip down. And then your first one you might not be able to reach, right? But as you do a count of 20 and come back up, by the third you'll be able to reach real easy, and then, you know, kind of feel it out. Some days you might feel really good stretching, you know, and really loose and dialed, and you can go a little deeper and get them spots out. So that's the part of the stretching portion of the program. Okay, as you can see, we have our coach Mauser here today, helping us with our exercises. Anyways, I feel stupid telling you guys to do this, but nobody seems to get it. They all think there's like a million different ways to do this shit. It's the same things it's been in the old days. Put your feet under your bed and do 3 sets of 20 sit-ups. That's it. Let's get them done. Just like that. Really simple. Don't wait a ton in between. What I might do if I'm really tight is in between I might stretch my butt out, my lower back a little more, depending on what my workout's gonna be next. Okay, 3 sets of 20. Got it? Okay, so next thing, 3 by 20 on the back raises. Really simple. You could do them on the floor, but if you invest like in this tool, you ain't gotta do it on the floor and look stupid and Some days feel like it works, it doesn't, here it automatically works. But you simply do 3 by 20. So you want to get on the machine, like so, and perform 20 reps, okay? All right, so that does it. So I don't throw the neck raise thing in here. I don't necessarily think you need it. We can approach that, you know, if that's something you think you need down the line. But this whole workout, like I said, is only 30 minutes long. I mean, so it's like people stress over just doing sit-ups in the morning. Like, give me a break. You can bust this out in 30 minutes, and you dial before you start riding. Super. You're gonna pick up abdominal strength. You're gonna pick up back core strength, no doubt. Okay. And then if you do the gym program, okay, that I do, or the weight program, this is what I'm saying to do before you do this in the gym, okay, and you do this before you do your, say, your leg workout or your upper body workout, okay? So you're getting 4 of these a week. I think TSS, heart rate TSS on them is around 30, so you pick up, I take that back. Probably closer to about 19, 15 to 19. I mean, all this stuff adds up, but you are doing work. So I do count this as far as work you do. All right, I gotta get my riding. I'll talk to you later, bye.